price for freedom. Avarice is one of those games that doesn't need to shout to feel heavy. You're in Lumiere, a city under occupation, and you play as Kale, caught in political tension, economic survival, and personal sacrifice. And right away, the tone is oppressive in a grounded way. Not fantasy grimdark, more like, this feels like a place where normal people don't get happy endings for free. The core hook is avarice, but not in the cartoon greed is evil sense. It's more like, what are you willing to do when survival becomes the main currency? How much of yourself do you trade away to keep going? Mechanically, it's a choice-driven VN with RPG-like pressure. Money matters. Resource management matters. You're tracking finances, making decisions that affect your standing, and building toward different political alignments. And the game does something I really like. It makes the economic system feel like part of the story, not just a meter on the side. You'll have moments where you're staring at a choice thinking, if I pick the morally cleaner option, do I lose the resources I need for later? That's not a cheap trick. It becomes the emotional engine of the game, because you're constantly balancing what you want to do against what you can afford to do. The branching is deep too. Decisions affect Kale's personality, relationships, alliances, and access to story paths. And the game has that use multiple save slots energy, because content can be missable, not in a cruel way, more in a realistic way. Your decisions close doors, because of course they do. The writing is where it really shines. Political drama is engaging enough that the adult content often feels like something that happens inside the world, rather than being the whole point. Characters like Alara and Vesper have genuine depth, and the game is good at making you care, which is dangerous, because once you care, the consequences start to hit harder. Visually, it's strong. The 2D art and backgrounds support the bleak industrial atmosphere. And when the story goes into darker territory, the visuals match that tone without becoming edgy for the sake of it. Pacing can feel slow early on, because the game wants you to feel the grind of survival. Building enough resources, learning how the systems work, understanding how to trigger major events. But once it ramps up, it's the kind of story that can make you stop and just stare at the screen for a second after a choice. It's one of the rare spicy VNs where you walk away remembering the politics and the consequences just as much as anything else, because the game actually earns that emotional weight.